that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
11.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
11 mighty.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
11
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
11. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Room here to run. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 11. The center receiver in motion to the right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
11 coming. 11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man. Complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 66 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes your panic is...
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes left side. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at about the 1.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And so far, in terms of putting points on the scoreboard, it's been defense 2, offense nothing. But they'll have a chance to put together a first scoring drive this go-around. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
61. That's right.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run with Hall. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. Fire, 64 weeks.
One more time with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the pass.
And now here's another interception. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
11 MP, 11 MP. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Back to Mixon on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
11 Thomas.
They'll try and run for it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
11 MP, 11 MP. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12.
Mixon will go off tackle left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage.
Here we go.
So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Go, go, go. 11.
On second down, Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
11 coming. 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you.
And now here is another interception. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ready?
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Nixon will try the right side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On third down, Nixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Complete to Jamar Chase. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
At the 11-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, a run with Hall. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for